Hey, good morning. Greetings from the Finley Hyundai studio. It is The Drive on a Wednesday, getting you halfway through the work week in June 10th, long drive week for us. And greetings, salutations, Devin, Dixon, Paul Ratliff, and Tara Atkin. We were all down at the Fortress last night to see the Canes even up the series 2 games apiece. A lot of goals scored again last night. That continues to be the theme as 5-3 the final, and a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun running on fumes this morning. The crew's ready to go, but Paulie, just not enough horsepower to outscore the Canes last night.
Yeah, that's right. Just the slow start. The Canes really got going early in the first couple minutes. Stankoven scored, then Jackson Blake followed with another one to make it 2-0 fast before you could really even blink your eye. And they were just playing from behind the whole game, even though they did tie it up 3-3 late in the game. They were kind of playing from behind the 8 ball most of the day. So, yeah, it's a tough loss. It's a Stanley Cup playoff loss at home. He shifts back to Carolina with home ice in tow for them now, and it's a completely different series.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Knights could not find a way. This would have been the stranglehold you needed, the 3-1 lead, but you had a feeling this series was evenly matched. No lead is safe in this series. That trend continued. Another hot start for the Canes. They came out buzzing right out of the gate last night, and that made the Knights play uphill the entire game, trying to play catch up. And, overcame multiple 2-goal deficits, but 5-3 the final. It was 2-0 before we could even blink, Paulie, last night. I mean, and then it was 3-1 after the first 20 minutes, and then another good response from the VGK on that 2-goal second period. But then, of course, in the third, there was some chances. Eichel misfired late in the game, a chance to tie it. Of course, the empty netter late. Jordan Stahl had himself a night last night for the Canes.
He did, yeah. He's found the fountain of youth, 37-year-old, but playing like he is a 23-year-old kid, the way he's got jump in his skates. He makes that we got the goal that he finds the way to get in here to win the game for the Canes. This was a massive moment. Hart makes the initial save on, I believe is it Aho? He makes the stop on initially, but then the rebound goes out to Stahl in front, and he makes an incredible shot falling down. And we got the play here for the stream audience. And the audio from, who is this, McDonough?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, a terrible turnover. Jarvis is stopped by Hart. Oh, my goodness. Now out in front, Stahl. He scores while falling down.
Dagger.
Yeah.
Dagger.
4-3.
Well, that's the thing is Tortorella talked about that specific play in the post game, and he's like, we make the stop on the initial rush, on the Jarvis. He gets one right out in front, is on the giveaway, as you see there for the stream audience. I mean, he is right there and right in the cooker, and he gets stopped straight up by Hart, and then they give it away and they give possession back, and then it ultimately finds its way on Stahl's stick and into the back of the net.
Yeah. I mean, look, Bussy started in place of Frederick Anderson. Carter Hart made his 23rd straight start for the Knights in the net. That set a franchise record for most consecutive starts ever by a Vegas goaltender.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just been better offense than defense in this series. I don't know how else to put it, Paulie.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the playoff level of offensive skill that we're seeing in this series is very high. I think a lot of people doubted the Canes as far as their ability to score with their lack of superstars. When you look at the Knights, you've got Eichel, you've got Marner, you've got even Stone is still a high level player at this stage of his career.
His goal last night was sweet.
Yeah, I mean, he's a super skilled guy. So, but the Canes, they don't have that name recognition among their stars. Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov. These are guys that maybe not the average NHL fan even knows who they are, but they're playing huge right now. And Jordan Stahl at 37 years old makes one of the biggest plays of the series. So there was a lot of people watching as this is the most viewed Stanley Cup Final Game 3 since 2002. That was published just yesterday.
Oh, wow.
They haven't got the numbers for Game 4 yet, but second most viewed Stanley Cup Final Game 3 on record since 1994. It had 5 million viewers for Game 3, and it peaked at $6.1 million.
Good numbers.
Yeah.
Good numbers.
You know-
Shows healthy viewing for the league.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the heck out of this hockey season. Really, the last 7 seasons. They're actually now counting 8 and 9. Actually, for the VGK, the inaugural season was 2017. So this is their 9th season in existence, and that's about when I, categorize myself as a hockey fan, is when the Knights were Vegas born. What did you see last night, TA? It was another good game. Unfortunately for the home fans at the Fortress, they left a little bit unhappy, but this is still a whole lot of series left, still a best-of-3 series now.
Yeah, and it was definitely, like you said, it's been an offensive series. And I wasn't that impressed with Bussy last night. He still gave up 3 goals and potentially 4. They did call that 1 goal back because it wasn't a buzzer beater, which we all thought it was. But so he was still giving up goals too. I don't know that he was that much better than Anderson in the net.
Yeah, I mean, Howden beat him. Carlson beat him. Stoney made him look silly. He kind of turned him inside. Did we have the Stone goal? The Mark Stone goal was fantastic last night. It was just filthy from Stoney. He's still got, I mean, talk about Jordan Staal at 37. Stone's no spring chicken either, but man, that guy can skate, and he's got an unbelievable stick. Like, that was probably... Like, I love Wild Bill. I mean, he's one of the original misfits, and I was happy to see him score another goal in the cup run, because you don't know how many more he'll get. But and the same can be said for Stone, but that one turned him inside out. Let's give it a watch. And here is the sound from last night. This is the Mark Stone goal. At the time, had the place buzzing.
Yeah.
Wall to the delight of the crowd. Shea Theodore, beautiful pass. Stone fakes the slap shot and scores.
Yeah.
And they've had good luck on that long stretch pass from blue line to blue line, basically. They've been doing that quite a bit this season to spring breakaways, and it's worked in the playoffs for Marner, for Stone, for a number of guys. That play has been very effective.
Yeah. He wasn't even in the crease.
The thing I loved about that play was Stone was checking his guy all the way to the boards, down onto the ice, and then he released, and they found him. Like, he does it at both ends. For his age, I know they're limiting his time on the ice a little bit. I think in that double overtime game when, Shea was setting a record playing almost 38 minutes or so, I think Stone was 22, 23 minutes on the ice. So
it's a lot for a forward.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing a lot of minutes, but not in a double overtime game. His skill level, he is elite. I know he's getting older. He's battled through injuries. The Howden goal was just a nice wrister, well placed. The same with the Carlson one. But yeah, that Jordan Staal goal, it was about 13 minutes left that we played for you first. That was the first one we played. That was the dagger last night.
Yeah.
It was hard.
The callback goal, you can say what you want about that, but the empty netter to the insurance goal. Jack Eichel, previous the empty netter, there was a right side face-off, and Knights win it, and he has a shot at the net, a good look, and he airmailed it.
Yeah.
You're right.
He airmailed it.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack.
It was bad.
Come on, Jack Eichel. Where are you at?
Yeah, that's right. Jesse Granger, friend of the show, has a nice article this morning on The Athletic. Jack Eichel has another level, and the Golden Knights need it now is the title of the article. I was kind of skimming through this morning pre-show, and in the 50 games, this is an excerpt from the article, in the 50 games before the Winter Olympics, Eichel was averaging .42 goals and 1.36 points per game. In the 24 regular season games since he returned with a gold medal draped over his neck, he averaged .25 goals and .92 points per game, a significant drop from what he'd seen earlier in the season. So I just don't think he's been playing. I know he has a ton of assists, leads the NHL, last time I checked, in the playoffs in assists, but man, you got to find your goal scoring touch when your team needs it. And that was a big airmail of the crossbar last night. He had a great opportunity right out in front with the empty net opportunity. So it's an opportunity missed, but there's still obviously a chance to win this series and get things all righted again in Game 5.
And look, I mean, another chaotic, exciting game.
Yes, it was a great game to be there for.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see some action. You want to see some big, thrilling moments. You had a little bit of everything. And through the chaos, Jordan Staal, the El Capitan of Carolina, he was steering the Carolina ship through the hurricane. He was incredible. Like, this guy... I mean, you take such a beating.
Number 2 pick in the 2006 NHL draft was Jordan Staal.
I mean, think of the wear and the tear and all the scrums and all the time on the ice. I mean, that guy's calves got to be just like chiseled out of stone at this point, you know? Like this guy is a winner. He is definitely putting the team on his back last night. What'd you think of Bussy? Did you like the move? Obviously, they ended up winning the game. I don't think you can turn back now. I think it's Bussy in the net, don't you think?
Well, the depth chart was not. It didn't even have Frederick Anderson as the second goalie. Jesse put that out, Granger as well.
Yeah, so he must be.
So he's kind of maybe
injured.
in the doghouse or injured or whatever it may be, but he's not going to play anymore going forward in this series. I think it's going to be Jordan Bussy, the rookie.
18 out of 21 shots last night he saved.
Yeah, not a lot of volume.
You know, several key stops down the stretch. You know, he was okay. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think of his performance last night?
I kind of agree with Terry. He wasn't
outstanding.
great. He wasn't anything special, but he made some big saves. I mean, he made some big saves in some moments, and he got bailed out by that goal that was not at the buzzer. You know,
Right,
that definitely was beneficial for him because he was beat on that play badly. So, I think he was the beneficiary of a very good start to the game from the Canes. You give any goalie at this level in the Stanley Cup final a 2-0 lead in the first period, that's pretty indicative that you're going to be smooth sailing, at least for a large portion of the game. And NHL News tweeted, Carter Hart is the first goalie to concede 4+ goals in each of his first 4 games of a Stanley Cup final. That is from NHL News. Puck Report NHL.
Carolina, I couldn't tell because I thought they had some really easy matchups getting into the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
You know, but
they're just a good
this
team.
team offensively is something.
Team.
They really control the puck. They really move the puck. They play unselfish. They're tied 2-2 for a reason. And you know, you can continue to have the conversation, I think, that we had the other day, the way this series was trending to be maybe arguably the greatest Stanley Cup final ever. And because, you know, we're Knights, you know, been a Knight affiliate here in St. George. We cover the Knights. We bring a lot of guests on the show. We go to a lot of games. It's really close to get down to Las Vegas. We were in the building last night. Like, you're so close, but Carolina is playing the desperate hockey last night.
Yeah,
they were the ones that made the bigger plays and more of the bigger plays, and we got a whole new series. Whole new series, and you know, next shift, next man up mentality. Gosh, I don't know what it is about the second though. The Knights have brought it in the second period, the last couple games. That second, I mean, when you're going to the second, you're digging out of a 3-1 hole, and all of a sudden you're tied. Like twice they were down 2 goals and came back. You love the resiliency from the Knights too. That game really ultimately could have went either way in that third period.
It could have.
Yeah.
It could have went either way.
It could have.
I mean, nobody left the T-Mobile Arena last night going, "Oh, the Canes worked us." I mean, it was a good hockey game.
Yeah.
Chances to win on both sides.
Yeah, there was plenty of chances to tie it up late. There was plenty of chances when it was 3-3 to take a 4-3 lead for the Knights, but unable to capitalize, and the Canes find ways to get it done.
How about Brett Howden scoring again last night? Franchise record and league-leading 14th goal of the postseason.
Yeah. It's big. I mean, they had their chances to win this game. You know, when it was 3-3 for a long time, you know, who was going to make that next big pivotal play, and they just never could do it. So
Vegas just needs to score in the second, like 6 goals. I mean, I don't know. Like 9-1, they've outscored Carolina in the second period in this series so far. 9-1.
Yeah.
Whew. And Rod Brindamore said, hey, we're playing a good team. It's not going to look pretty some nights, all 60 minutes. I mean, that's why a lot of people, myself included, are saying this Stanley Cup is special. I mean, it feels special.
Yeah.
It feels fun. You got a lot of storylines, a lot of big-time moments, a lot of big-time plays. I mean, the goals last night were sensational.
Yeah. There was a lot of high-skill plays. It was a fun game to watch. I mean, optically, for the people watching at home or in the stadium last night, I think everyone enjoyed the level of play.
Bussy becomes the third goalie since the 67-68 expansion to make his first career playoff start in a Stanley Cup final. Hadn't started any playoff games. He started last night, and he becomes the first goalie that makes his first start to win the game ever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. What are they saying about Anderson? What is the injury? It's nobody's reporting anything.
No, and they don't have to. I don't know if we'll hear anything. No.
But
He did, like you said, it looked like a stinger because he did kind of get hit in the head in the last game.
Yeah, he Barbashev when he ran into him on that net front rush or whatever. Yeah, that's right. He definitely took a shot there. So I'm not sure if he's actually hurt or if he's injured, hurt, or just being benched. I mean, at this point, I think it's pretty.
But if he was benched, you'd think he'd still be as second. They'd have him there as a backup.
Brandon Bussy leads the Carolina Hurricanes onto ice for warm-ups in Vegas. Prior Koktikev is the backup. This is the first ever start of Bussy's career in the postseason. That's what Jesse tweeted.
And who is this Prior? I don't know.
I never heard of him. Yeah.
So that's strange that he's not even the backup.
Yeah. He might genuinely be hurt.
You know, but Brendan Moore in the post conference, he said, "Hey, I haven't decided on a Game 5 starter, and I might not until Thursday, tomorrow."
He's playing gamesmanship there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, whatever happens, Bussy should be ready to go.
Yeah,
I gotta believe it's him.
They're not going to put in this other guy.
He just won a game,
on the road.
Yeah, the last time we saw Anderson, he was giving up 4 in second period. A game, what was that, 3? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Bussy. I don't think that's a big storyline. I mean, he was good enough to get the job done, and they won the game. I don't think you can turn back now. He's your guy the rest of the way. That's how I see it. Yeah. I don't think Brendan Moore has to overthink this one.
No, it's the hot goalie.
I don't think you want to play the shuffle game at this point in the season with 3 games potentially left on the docket.
That's right.
Unbelievable. Series now knotted up. Haven't settled anything. It's now a trimmed down from a best of 7 series to a best of 3 series. Carolina has got back home ice. Game 5 should be it should be more of the same. I don't expect anything different than what we've seen all series long. I mean, I just don't see either team blowing the other one out. These two teams are so evenly matched. Going to be a lot of fun. And we turn our attention back to the NBA tonight. We switched from the hockey back to the hardwood. 6:30 ABC. We've got Game 4 tonight between the Spurs and the Knicks. Should be a good one. We'll get into that one. We got some other storylines. We got a visit from managing partner Patrick Manning joining us on the program. Second hour. We've got lots to get to on the drive on a Wednesday. Thanks for locking us in, loading us up here on the Fan Sports Network. And the Finley Hyundai Studio is hopping when we come back after a quick timeout. Lots more sports coming your way. Welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive. Good Wednesday morning to you. Kind of an exciting offseason for Utah Tech men's basketball.
Yes.
You kind of went into the offseason with a lot of, nerves and uncertainty because so many of the guys either graduated or went in the portal last year. And you kind of had to rebuild this roster like a lot of Division I teams are now doing every single year. There is just a huge overhaul on the roster season by season. The days of having your top 8 guys all come in the same class and play all 4 years and create this unity in this team, that doesn't exist that much anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, it hardly ever, you don't even see that anymore.
Yeah.
And, when you had, guys that I thought maybe would stay to kind of be your glue guys, Chance Trujillo and Tanner Davis, some of these in-state kids that came from, Cache Valley and then via Snow College from up north. In Trujillo's case, even those guys went in the portal. So John Judkins and his staff had a huge job to do this offseason.
They did. They did indeed.
And they're not done.
Not done.
And they're not done.
They got a good class put together, though, and it's headlined by who you're mentioning here, the Christian Gibson kid. He's a 6'6", 4-star guard forward out of Houston, Texas. And he was originally committed to UCF of the Big 12. So this is a pretty high-level recruit. His offers consisted of Houston, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss, Texas Tech, TCU, Virginia Tech, Memphis, UNLV, and St. Louis, to name a few. So he is this is a blue chip recruit. We heard a lot about Marvell Allen being that blue chip style 4-star recruit. Never really panned out at Utah Tech, but Christian Gibson could be
never panned out. It completely flopped.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's trying to put it nicely.
You are putting it nicely. He didn't touch the court. He never played in a game.
Not even once. Yeah.
A huge disappointment that he could never get healthy. And they knew he was damaged goods, and that's why they got him.
But this is not damaged goods. This is a 4-star healthy kid, averaged 20 points a game in high school, so in Texas. So I think he's going to be a really good player for Utah Tech.
Yeah, remember the name Gibson, Christian Gibson. We're going to get him on the show. We'll talk to him. And the backstory on Gibson is, wanted a big role. Wanted an opportunity right out of the gate. Wants to be the guy.
Yeah.
And when you're choosing Utah Tech and you have a blank canvas, you can come in and you have every opportunity to come be the guy. You're going to have the chance to shoot and score.
Yeah.
And as a freshman, really produce.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a really smart move for Christian Gibson.
Yeah.
And, he's a top 50 kid at one point.
Yeah, he was.
But hey, if you're in the top 115 and you got 4 stars by your name, you can hoop. This is a big deal for Tech to get a 4-star recruit.
It's a pretty big 26-7 signing class, too. You got Aaron Bliss, the forward from El Dorado Hills, California, comes from Snow College.
Yeah.
Rex Sunderland, the guard from Kaysville, Utah, Stonehill College kid.
Yep.
Kyle Lemke, of course. We remember him from Dixie. He comes from Snow College as well. Owen Mackey returns from his mission from Snow Canyon High School. Mark Brown Jr., Valparaiso guard. A nice little pickup there. Alex Dupree from Portland State, and Christian Gibson, the freshman from Houston, Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, and they're not done. They still have a roster spot or two available. Like I said, they had a lot of holes to fill.
Still filling it out.
Yep, and it takes some time. But this right now, as it sits, when they signed him this week, ranked as the 8th best player from the state of Texas by 247 Sports. 109 is his national ranking on the recruiting sites, like On3.
I think it is. I'm checking right now on 247, but I believe this is the highest ranked high school recruit Utah Tech basketball has ever gotten in the Division I era, and probably in the history of the school.
Yeah.
So, I'm checking on that.
They've added Luke West, who won't be with them this upcoming season because I'm assuming Mission, but they've got a really good class going, and you had a couple guys back, a couple role players back. So there's still some work to be done. But we'll get Juddy in this summer. We'll talk about the recruiting class. We'll get Christian Gibson, this guard from down in Houston, Texas. We'll get him on the show. I'm excited. We got to catch up with Owen Mackey at some point this summer. I'm hearing really good things about OMAC. A lot of people have been asking me how I think Owen Mackey will do at Utah Tech. And I know how hard Owen Mackey will work, and I know given the opportunity, he's going to play the right way, hard, and he's going to give you everything he's got. So I keep saying he's a kind of kid you can build a team around. I really, truly believe that.
Yeah.
I think Owen Mackey, he's so versatile. He can play the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
He's 6'5". I don't know if he grew any more on his mission or not the last 2 years. I haven't seen him since he got home. But he was always uber athletic. He could finish with both hands, smooth up around the rim. 3-point shot is his senior year, something he really improved on in high school from, because he was playing such a significant role for Snow Canyon High School as an underclassman there. And I thought the 3-point shot got better and better as he matured and got stronger. And I think you'll see him shoot the 3 just fine at Utah Tech. So with this Christian Gibson and now Owen Mackey, I think you can pencil those two guys into the starting lineup. If you go big with Bliss and Lemke, you've Mark Brown Jr. or the Dupree kid. I'm not exactly sure how that looks. You've got the makings of a pretty solid, top 6, top 7 rotation.
Yeah. As far as Gibson goes, as far as the whole scope of Utah Tech basketball recruiting in the history since they moved to Division I when On3 started tracking their recruits, Christian Gibson is the number 1 highest rated all-time recruit at a composite score of 94.46. Yeah. Second highest recruit was Arik Demings, if you remember him from Texas as well. So they've gotten some big name guys, but this is the biggest name they've gotten in the high school ranks ever.
Yeah, I'm excited about him.
Yeah, he should be awesome.
I'm excited to see what he can do. And I do think, we had success with the Snow College route with Trujillo. I think by bringing in Lemke, Bliss, Mark Brown Jr., you kind of got that pipeline there. I hated to see Andrew May go to Utah Valley as an assistant coach because I thought he did a great job here at Utah Tech and obviously had done a really good job, had them number 1 in the rankings most of the last 2 years of the regular season. Didn't really have the run he wanted in the postseason tournament.
Yeah.
But took an opportunity to be a lead assistant up there at Utah Valley. But that's kind of the same job he had at Utah Tech. So it seemed kind of like a lateral move from, going from an assistant at a Division I to a head coach at a JUCO. I get it. You want to be the guy. You want to learn how to be a head coach. JUCO's a great place to do that. I thought his next jump would be a head coach back at Division I, not an assistant coach. No disrespect. I'm not saying it's you got to make decisions that are right for you and your family. I'm not saying it's the wrong decision. It just surprised me a little bit to see him. But we still got 5 or 6 guys. He was kind of a pipeline for and of course Juddy was the head coach of Snow College before he became the head coach here at Utah Tech.
Yeah.
Longest tenured coach on campus, John Judkins.
Yeah.
And it's the only other one is probably their tennis coach. Eric's been there a long time. I think Fate, since he took over for Mike Littlewood, is 16 years the baseball coach, so he's getting up there in tenure as well. They're getting coaches to stick around. The football job is the one that's been had the most change.
Most turnover, yeah.
Of course, we got a new women's basketball coach at Utah Tech that happened in the summer. Pretty excited. Kid that had roots here in St. George, Adam Wardenberg. His dad is a coach. His father-in-law is a coach. Oh, my gosh. Ricky and Robbie that played at BYU. I'm drawing a blank on it. The last name. Oh, my goodness. I watched him read. Roger Reed's is his father-in-law.
Yeah.
And then his dad is an assistant coach with the BYU women.
Okay.
And former BYU men's coach is his father-in-law. So he comes from a coaching family in basketball. That was the point I was trying to make.
I understand.
Yeah.
Whenever I forget something now, I'm just going to go,
It's not coming to me.
I like it.
How do I forget Roger Reed's name?
Yeah.
At least it came to me. At least I didn't forget.
You got it all. You pulled it. It just took a little bit.
Yeah.
It just took the
I had to wait. I had to shock myself into remembering. Yeah. Randy Simpkins, their softball coach, has been there a long time too.
18
years.
Yeah.
So he's been there even longer than Fate. So, yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Remember the name. Mark it down. Christian Gibson, guard out of Houston, Texas. Big signing this week for Utah Tech
Huge
basketball.
signing. That's a big. It's going to send ripple effects. I think they're going to be able to get other guys because of this. Sometimes you see a big recruit come in, want to play with them.
Especially if he comes in and he is terrific, and say he's like a top 10 scorer in the Big Sky in his freshman season.
Yeah,
and
just can't leave.
People see that you run that risk no matter what.
That's right.
And if the NIL dollars stack up, there's nothing you can do.
Sure.
There's nothing you can do. But you'll take a guy that's got 4 stars by his name, roll him out there and let him be the guy, and let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
Well, if he ends up somewhere at a higher dollar NIL number or whatever, another school, that means that he did really well at Utah Tech to get that money.
Correct.
So I think that's what a lot of the FCS and mid-major schools realize now is that, yes, you may not be here for a long time, but if you're going to get a big offer from another school, that means you must have played well for us.
Yeah.
So even if it's for 1 year or 2 years or maybe all 4, I'm rooting for all 4, but this is going to be a big recruit and a big player for Utah
And I
Tech.
still think there's 2 or 3 roster spots available because the only holdovers coming back from last year is Boston Harker, who redshirted last year, got injured and redshirted.
Vandermeed.
Preston Vandermeide.
Yeah.
And Dallin Grant.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Madiba Owona, who got injured and tore the ACL and got shut down, and Chance Trujillo and all these guys are gone. Yeah. And I don't think we ever really got to see what Madiba Owona was capable of. We saw the flashes of the athletic ability and what he could do, but we never saw that consistently. I think the best is yet to come for that young man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it'll probably be in another jersey. And I haven't heard where he's committed or signed at, and he's going to be, really, really having to work hard to get ready for the upcoming season. Those ACLs take a good 6-7 months nowadays. Not as 9-month process for some like it used to be. They've expedited that a little bit. We've seen guys come back a little quicker from the ACLs than in past years. And it happened December for Owona?
It was pretty early in the season.
Yeah.
It was
Cal late
Baptist
November.
game. When he got hurt, I was op in
Early
that game.
December.
Cal Baptist game. It was I think it was early in December before Christmas that he got hurt, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I think that's correct.
All right, we'll take a break. We're rolling through hour 1, but kind of exciting. This summer, we'll catch up with Juddy. We'll get Christian Gibson on the show. I'll be interested to hear his story on choosing Utah Tech. It's always fascinating to get a kid with that many stars and the publicity and the recruiting services labeling him as a good one, a top 115 kid and all that. But I want to hear his side of the story and his thought process going into the recruiting. Because he chose St. George, Utah. We'll get to know some of these new players for Juddy over the weeks and months to come. Got to take a break. Back in a flash. Show today brought to you by the Rev Tour. They're going to be teaming up with us and sponsoring our Utah State Long Drive this weekend at Coral Canyon Golf Course. Jim's going to be out there. They're going to be doing closest to. We're going to be. He's going to be playing in our scramble, and really excited to team up with the Rev Tour. If you want some real competition, you want to take your golf game to the next level and play for something that means something locally. You play locally, you can compete regionally, and you can advance to national championships. There's 53 cities with the Rev Tour in them now, and it's growing rapidly. And St. George has the Rev Tour. The spring season was their very first inaugural season. The summer season starts this week. So now is the time to sign up. You play 5 out of the 8 weeks. So you can miss a couple if you're on vacation or whatnot, but it gives you a reason to get out. You got 7 days to play your round. Track it on the live leaderboard. TheRevSTG.com. TheRevSTG.com. Looking for a Father's Day gift? Maybe get this for Dad for Father's Day. You can get him a membership. Use DAD75 in the promotional code DAD75, and that's going to get you $75 off the Rev Tour annual membership for a whole year to play the spring, the summer, and the fall season is normally at $299. So that $75 is going to mark that down. So DAD75 in the promo box, TheRevSTG.com. We'll be back. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive, rolling through hour 1, 7:41 on a Wednesday here on the Fan Sports Network, hanging out inside the Findlay Hyundai Studios. As little as 0.9 interest on select models like the Sonata, $1,000 bonus cash, and the Sonata or the Elantra. You can get up to, in certain models, 58 miles per gallon. Ooh, that would sound kind of nice with the pump prices you're paying for gasoline right now. Devin, Paulie, and Tara. Show today brought to you by our friends at Prime IV. Love Prime IV. And this Father's Day, you can get the champion package for the champion in your life. It includes the champion IV, which is great. Great for energy, great for competing, for a dad that's on the go. You're also going to get a glutathione push. You're going to have access to the VIP zero-gravity chairs, and they're going to give you an oxygen treatment while you're sitting there relaxing, getting your IV, your super powerful drip, as I like to call them. This is a $265 value, $265 value. You're going to get it for $180. So that's a good gift idea for Father's Day, which is coming up, what is it, June 21st. And you could also purchase a gift card for $150 or more, and you'll get a free amino blend injection when you buy a gift card of $150 or more. So give Dad the boost he deserves this Father's Day at Prime IV Hydration and Wellness. Go to PrimeIVSTG.com or stop on by, pick up those gift cards at the St. George River Side Drive location. These are good only through Father's Day. Just $180 for that champion package at Prime IV. Game 4 tonight, NBA Finals. A lot of people talking about the push on Brunson from Wemby and should he have gotten a flagrant foul. Of course, Spurs are back in the series after a gutsy road win, after New York steals game 1 and 2 in San Antonio. Spurs still and ruin the high ticket prices for the New York faithful. And here we go again tonight. I'm sure same cast of characters. A lot of the celebs and the movie stars and the Knicks fans will be out. The music artists, all those things. Paulie, I don't think the book changed a bit from game 3 to game 4. The over-under maybe went up half a point. It's at 216.5, and it's a 2-point line on the game, just like it was in the last game.
Yeah.
So the books are just kind of staying status quo.
They are.
With San Antonio winning, it didn't change anything really. And so everybody's kind of expecting another tight one tonight in the Garden.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tight one. I'm seeing 2.5, 2. It just depends where you look, of course. But the Spurs, I think, have recaptured their form after last game. So I think this is going to be the best game we've seen this series so far. I think we're going to see a back and forth. I think this one, the last game went over. I think this one goes over too. I think the teams have found their scoring touch a little bit. Brunson didn't even have the best game last game, and this total still flew over. So I think we're going to see a fun, high-scoring back and forth game tonight.
If game 3 felt like a must-win, series-saving win for the Spurs, tonight is definitely a swing game.
Yeah.
This feels like the swing game of the finals, because if it's 2-2 going back to San Antonio, all of a sudden Knicks fans are nervous and they're sitting on their hands. And on the flip, if the Knicks go up 3-1, now you got a couple games in your back pocket to try to go and finish this off. And the big storyline, how did the Knicks respond after losing their first game since late April? I mean, they haven't lost a playoff game since April. They've been sweeping everybody. They've been on cruise control. They were on cruise control in San Antonio, and all of a sudden now a little bit of adversity. I mean, when you win 13 straight playoff games, that's saying something.
Yeah.
And then you lose, so now the storyline is, how do the Knicks respond?
It should be interesting to see how they come back and the resiliency of the team going forward. I mean, I'd like to see some of these numbers I'm looking at, as far as the scoring for tonight. Brunson's prop is set at 27.5.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going over that. He's averaged 26 in the playoffs. He had a great game not a great shooting game, but he still scored a lot of points last time out.
32, 8, and 6 in the Game 3 win.
On a lot of shots. And I think he might get to the 28. It's minus 120. And then the leading score for the Spurs on the other end, you look at the numbers for Wemby, 27.5 is the same prop. They're both aiming for 28 points. He's minus 106. So a little less confidence in the books that he'll hit that number. But I think the two stars, that's why I kind of bring up their props, this is the game where they need to shine. For the Spurs, if they want to get back in this series, make it a brand new thing and make it a 3-gamer with them having home court, all they got to do is win tonight. And I think Wemby's got to be the star.
And I thought the Spurs did get Wemby closer to the basket in Game 3. They let him attack rather than settle.
And Cat not playing as well benefited Wemby as well, because Cat plays that stretch 5. He tries to pull him away from the basket to steal rebounds.
Right.
And he wasn't shooting as effectively last game. Cat wasn't. So I think that kind of contributed to the better game for Wemby as well defensively.
And let's be honest, when the Knicks are at their best, Brunson is the guy that controls the tempo. He gets downhill. He creates opportunities for teammates. He creates fouls. He creates mismatches. He gets San Antonio's defense to collapse. And he's not shooting at a great clip. I agree with you, Paulie. The numbers have not been sensational, to say the least.
Percentage. I mean, the points are there still. He's still getting his points, getting his baskets, but it's not as an effective and efficient way of scoring. I think he needs to get some of these other guys involved tonight. I've really thought OG Anunoby's been a nice piece. I think he can hit threes, open threes. Landry Shamet. They've got some guys off the bench and even the starters that I think need to be more involved tonight for them to win.
This is not the matchup within the matchup. This is the two superstars, and they did get tangled up in the last game. Give this clip a listen. This is Wemby kind of bullying Brunson a little bit, and no foul was called on the play. A lot of people are wondering why it wasn't looked at, or they didn't contest it and see if it would have had, it could have been deemed a flagrant foul. You guys saw this play?
I saw.
Yeah. For anybody watching the show on our YouTube page, we'll play the clip for you and then react, because a lot of people have been talking about this between Game 3 and Game 4 tonight.
Watch this play. This is what frustrated Brunson. Oh, whoa! That's excuse me. That should be a flagrant one. I can understand why Brunson, and then Wemby's laughing at it. And
I don't know.
I mean, it's basketball.
Tara hates seeing anything bad against her guy, Wemby.
It's a physical series.
I was actually kind of proud of him in that moment because he fought back a little bit.
Yeah.
Picking on a little guy like that?
Well, the little guy's in his face and being a little,
a little fly.
Yeah.
A little frustrating.
water bug.
Pestering him. So, yeah.
A water bug. That's right, buddy.
Isn't that what you call those little
those
scooter
little
bugs or something?
Little things that glide across the top of the water. Yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time you hung out with and saw some water bugs?
I don't know. I haven't been to a lake, or my parents had a lake house growing up. There was water bugs everywhere.
That's where you got the term. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh. Karl Anthony Towns versus Wemby, though. I mean, Towns scoring, like you alluded to, Paul, it was not huge in Game 3.
Yeah.
But he pulls him away from the rim, creates space for Hart and Anunoby and Brunson. Wemby's got to stay near the basket defensively. That's a big advantage for San Antonio. He did have some block shots. He did only have 8 rebounds, but the 6 assists I thought was key for Wemby.
Yeah.
For New York, I think they got to win the turnover battle tonight. They got to get the crowd going, get Brunson downhill in the paint, and they got to protect home court. We need somebody to see somebody win at home in the NBA Finals. We haven't seen it yet.
New York will go up in a uproar, a riot if they win.
They
tonight.
already did.
I know. I mean,
when they lost, did you see them attacking all of the
people up and stuff?
It was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. But it'll be a good energy
There's
this time.
idiots everywhere.
Not the malicious energy. I think if they win, I think it'll be more of a celebratory mood.
I didn't see any Knights fans beating up any Carolina fans last night after our loss.
That's right. Very good point.
They need it. If the Spurs are going to win, I think they need another big game from Stephen Castle.
Yeah.
He played really well.
And they got to keep forcing turnovers and get out into transition like they were in Game 3.
And the Fox, he's got to be good
De'Aaron's got to be. Yeah, he was not great in the first 2 games, but he was better in Game 3.
Yeah, made some big shots for him.
Yep, that big mid-range jumper late kind of sealed the win. A lot of people think the Knicks win a close one. I'm kind of on the other side of the equation. I kind of think the Spurs could steal another close one, and even this thing up 2-2, just like the NHL Stanley Cup Finals are now even after the game last night down in Vegas. So. What player is under the most pressure tonight? Because I thought Wemby had the most pressure in Game 3, and I know there's always pressure when you're 7-4 and you're a rising star and you're becoming you're in the infancy of becoming the face of the league is how I would categorize Wemby right now. He's a star in the making. He's already and getting on this platform is huge for his brand and his progression, way ahead of schedule, all those things. But if there's another guy in this game that has the pressure on them, who is it?
I would say Karl Anthony Towns. He kind of laid not an egg, but he didn't have a great game in game 3. So I think he needs to be better when he's hitting the outside shot, drawing Wemby away from the paint, not allowing him to rebound at full capacity. I think that's a weapon for the Knicks. I think
there's more pressure on him than Brunson.
Well, Brunson's the easy
Brunson
choice,
yeah.
but I think the cat. Brunson is. I just that's fait accompli. I kind of assume him having pressure. But another guy I would say is Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, I like it. Should be good. Prediction on tonight's game, or you want to save it for the end?
Yeah, we'll save it.
Okay. I kind of alluded to mine, but look, I'm sticking. I had the Spurs coming out of the West before the playoffs started. I'm not going to back off my pick pre-playoffs. So
yes.
I do find myself. It's funny when you make a prediction.
Yeah,
and you kind of want to be right once in a while in our business, but at the same time, I find myself really loving the grit in this Knick team. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're kind of fun to root for.
But
so is Wemby. But, Brunson's just an underdog, man. He's just a chip. And a lot of people think the Knicks overpaid him and his daddy ball and da-da-da-da-da. And this guy's a dog, dude. He's a bona fide dog. I love watching this kid play, but I love watching Wemby play. So I just want the series to go 7.
Yeah.
I really, at this point, the fact that San Antonio made the finals and beat OKC, I think my prediction is pretty solid ground no matter what happens here in the finals.
Close only counts.
I'm not saying I'm switching my pick.
Yes.
I'm just saying the more I've watched this series, the more.
Well, I don't know if you should give yourself flowers if they don't win the series.
No, but I'll feel good about it no matter what.
Okay, you can feel good. But,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pre-playoffs pick. It is. They have made a long run.
Yeah, I know, and I figured out why you were so mad at Chet Holmgren in the Western Conference.
Why is that?
Because you had the Thunder.
Oh yeah, I did.
And then you kept hammering on my boy Chet. And he had a horrible game, and you were just imploding
Crushing
on
him. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's going up against Wemby. It's just a bad matchup for Chet, and you were unloading on him.
Well, I had the Thunder. I like you said, you like to be right sometimes in this business.
Yeah. All right, hour 1 just flew by. We're cruising into hour 2. We've got Patrick Manning, who is a good friend of the show, managing partner Black Desert, going to be by. We'll talk about the golf tournament they'll be hosting again, Black Desert, this fall. Tickets just went on sale this week, so we'll tell you about that. You can get your hands on some of the early stuff. If you're local, you want to get your hands on that before all the out-of-towners come in and scoop up all the good VIP seating, all those things. We'll find out what else the latest and greatest out there at Black Desert. It's a kind of a big golf week, and really the next 2 weeks, because next week is the U.S. Open. Capping off on a Sunday, Father's Day Sunday with our Natty, the 43 players. I talked a little bit about that yesterday.
You did. And
Zach Blair, the Utahn, who punched his ticket out in Springfield in the longest day of golf and got in. Finau just missed it. A couple other just misses. Kihei Akina missed it, getting in by a stroke, plus a playoff. That was in the Sacramento region. I'm telling you about Thayer Plu, the young freshman that plays golf at New Mexico that almost got in. But Miles Russell was probably the biggest national story because Charlie Woods was on his bag. And they're saying Charlie Woods is probably going to be on his bag. They're really good friends for the U.S. Open. There's a very good likelihood that Charlie could indeed caddy for Miles again at Shinnecock next week.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Kind of cool. All right. Hour 1 of the books. We'll be back inside the Finley Hyundai Studios. Again, don't forget Utah State Long Drive this Friday. Qualifying starts 3 o'clock. We'll see you on hole 10. The walk-up registration. We do have room for 1 or 2 more teams in the scramble. If you want to get in our 4-man scramble Saturday morning, call it to the golf course. We'll be back for hour 2. Oh, my daughter loves Panic at the Disco.
Me too.
Yeah, Brandon Urie. I can't believe they're not together anymore. They broke up a couple years ago. Speaking of music news, did you guys see that Florida Georgia Line is getting back together?
Really?
That's what I heard. Somebody. I haven't fact checked that. Check that, Paulie.
All right.
Somebody told me that yesterday.
Checking.
And I remember going down and seeing Florida Georgia Line, and they were really good. They had some hits, and they both tried to go out on their own.
Yeah.
And I think they cost themselves millions of dollars. I don't think either of them, one's not good enough by himself. The other one's not handsome enough to be by himself. Whatever you want to say. But together they were tremendous.
They were great, yeah.
And so the rumor is they're getting back together and reunited. Brian Kelly and I forget the other name.
Tyler Hubbard.
Tyler Hubbard.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyler Hubbard's had the better solo career of the two.
The latest scuttlebutt here is the hit-making country duo is back.
Okay.
After an indefinite hiatus in 2022, and Tyler Hubbard joined Holly Hutton shortly after the appearance with bandmate Brian Kelly to talk about it all came together. So I guess they are getting back together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I wish Panic at the Disco to get back together.
I do too.
Brandon Urie's good. All right. Let's check some of the storylines this morning. Let's get you up to speed. And it's brought to you today by our friends at Zag. Zag teaming up with us for the Utah State Long Drive. And they're going to be a big sponsor again this year. We love our partnership here on the Fan Sports Network with Zag. And the place I highly recommend to go if you need anything for your phone. Phone cases, phone chargers, screen protectors for your face of your phone, the camera on your phone. Protect it better. Stop by the 2 St. George or the Cedar City Zag location. Let's roll. Let's go with the A's are officially playing a special 6-game homestand at the Las Vegas ballpark. It was the last 2 days, and it finishes up today against the Brewers.
Yeah.
And then they'll be playing the 12th, 13th, and 14th, so all the way through the weekend, through Sunday, against the Rockies. So if you want to watch a Major League Baseball game, a little preview before the 33,000-seat stadium, $2 billion stadium that will be on the Las Vegas Strip that will be slated to open for opening day 2028.
Yeah.
You can watch some baseball this week down in Las
I
Vegas.
think I'll try and do some of that, man.
You're going to head back down, huh?
Yeah,
You didn't get enough at Vegas last night for the Knights game?
Well, Tara talked about how great the Aviators Park is. And
Well, it is so
I want to
fun.
see it. Yeah, maybe in
Yeah.
the big leaguers in there. That'd be cool.
The only day I could potentially go would be Sunday. I got the long drive, so I'm
Yeah.
going to be out at Coral Canyon Thursday.
When did you
Friday,
say
Saturday.
the dates were again for the next?
They
finish up today, but then they play more.
Then they have tomorrow off, and then they have Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Rockies.
Okay, all
So
right.
but the Knights potentially would have Game 6 Sunday.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So you'd have to choose between the
Not
Knights.
potentially,
If you're
they will.
Yeah. Well, there will be a Game 6 now after they even the series up.
Point for Tara.
I wonder what time. I wonder if you could do a day. I wonder what time that baseball game is. If it's a day game,
Oh, we
Okay,
can
now
check
we're
the
talking.
schedule.
you might be
buddy.
able
Yeah.
to double dip, hit the game at like 1, and then cruise over to T-Mobile and do
Usually Sunday they do start at like 12:05 or something like that.
a little earlier start on
Sunday.
Sundays, except for Sunday night baseball, obviously.
Yeah.
Sunday,
So, I don't know.
Sunday. I'm
We could
looking
double dip.
here. Rockies Athletics, Las Vegas Ballpark, 105.
105.
Now we're talking. Okay, our
105.
Sunday is now officially planned.
There you go. There you go. There's a little Father's Day
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
gift for the guys out there. Double dip on that. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. So there's that going on.
Yeah.
The big news locally. Obviously, last night we all went down. We were in the
Yes.
building. T-Mobile was rocking, especially in that second period where the Knights, came back and tied it. Down 2 goals twice last night, and made things interesting. Couple of the highlights from last night. I thought Stone, his goal was probably the filthiest for the Knights. Howden scored his league-leading and record franchise-setting 14th playoff goal last night. William Karlsson, the other one to score for the VGK on a wrister.
Yeah.
Nice wrister through traffic that beat Bussy. who was in the net, not Anderson. Anderson wasn't even the emergency goalie last night, wasn't even on the 2 deep. So looks like Bussy is the guy for Carolina as they do go on to win 5-3. The dagger goal came with about, 13 minutes on the clock in the third period. Falling down Jordan Stahl, he whiffed and falling and then flicks it in. And that was this is the goal, I think, that was probably ultimately the dagger. Although the Knights did have some chances to tie it up later on in that third period. An empty netter from 200 feet back made it a 5-3 final. And this was the dagger goal. Give it a watch, give it a listen.
Oh, a terrible turnover. Jarvis is stopped by Hart. Oh, my goodness. Now out in front, Stahl. He scores while falling
That was just
down.
crazy.
Sean McDonough's like, a terrible turnover.
Yeah. Man.
Terrible. Sound like Charles Barkley for a second there.
Yes.
Terrible. The amount of mistakes from both these teams have been part of the equation on how come there have been so many goals, and this game keeps flying over the goal total every game. But it's a whole new series, best of 3, shifting back to Carolina tomorrow night. They have 2 days off or one? Just one? Just today off? Back tomorrow?
Good question.
Yeah, they're back tomorrow.
Yeah. It was 2 between game 3 and game 4.
Yeah.
But I think they're back to their. There will be 2 games between a game 6 and a potential game 7. Now I can get that potential word in there. See that? How I did that? A potential game 7.
Okay.
Because it's 2-2. So we do know they will be back and they will have
Game
one
7
more
is a
game.
potential.
Yeah, that's the 17th. That would be on the 17th, which would be not till. What's the 17th? Is that Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
So they have Monday, Tuesday off between games 6 and 7. So got Friday night, Sunday night, or Thursday night, Sunday night. I can't find the stinking schedule. I'm trying to pull it up.
Thursday, Sunday.
Thursday, Sunday.
Yep.
Yes.
Thursday, Sunday. So there you go. You don't have to wait too long till tomorrow night. And you got that NBA game coming up tonight. That's 2-1. Knicks are hosting the Spurs, 6:30. ESPN ABC with the coverage. Spurs are slight dogs. Knicks favored by 2.5 points in the game again. Game 4. Pivotal swing game, I would call it tonight.
I would say so. Yeah, it's a high leverage game for both these teams. The Knicks got to feel the pressure though, even though up 2-1 in the series. I feel like the pressure's squarely on the Knicks, having all this hype and all the ticket drama and all this stuff in the full house. I mean, it seems like they're over capacity for this game. Like so many people want to see them win, and I just feel like the heaviness of that is on their backs right now a little bit. I'll make my pick later in the show, but I'm leaning one way. I'll tell you that. Buddy.
If the Knicks and the Spurs go 7 and the Canes and the Knights go 7, we could be witnessing 2 of the greatest NBA and Stanley Cup Finals series all time right here in June of 2026.
Yeah.
Sure.
We know the Stanley Cup's getting that hype already because of the amount of overtime games. We had 2 in a row there, games 2 and 3, and all the storylines and the scoring. And but now if Wemby goes and wins in New York and nobody through 4 games has won on their home court, that becomes a massive best of 3 where you're trending in a crazy direction for a fantastic finish in the NBA as well as the Stanley Cup. So, it's been chaotic in both. There was a poll out yesterday on Brandon Sorsby. And we talked a lot about Sorsby.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did
And
about
yesterday's
25 minutes on him yesterday.
Athletic put a poll out, and a solid 85% of people believe Brandon Sorsby ruling spells the end of college football as we know it, with 15% saying it's an overreaction.
I'd say that's pretty right.
I'm with the majority.
I'm with the 85 there. So I think that the NCAA is just handcuffed now. They're powerless. They truly can do nothing because if they make a ruling, you can just go to some small district court and get him to overrule the NCAA's ruling. So like if they say no, we're living in a society where you just go to a small court and say, hey, the NCAA said no. Let's see if we can get this worked through. And they proposed the 2-game suspension. Sorsby's legal team proposed the 2-game suspension as kind of, so they're admitting that he's at fault. If you're willing to suspend him, then that means he's at fault for something.
I don't think he's denied it ever. Yeah.
Yeah, he's never denied it, of course. I'm not saying he has, but I'm just saying if you're going to suspend him 2 games, shouldn't you suspend him the whole season because of what he's done?
And
it's the cardinal rule in sports. You can't bet on sports.
Some of the emails, Chris Branch put out the polls on The Athletic, and one of the emails he published that he got in response to the Sorsby poll yesterday, and this is the email. Let me read this to you. I actually hold a degree from Texas Tech. I'm more than ashamed by its role in this tawdry situation. The president of Texas Tech should send an email to every student stating that academic cheating will no longer be an offense, or even if it's considered an offense, there will be no penalty or no consequence other than better performance on academic work and consequently better grades. 4-point GPO for everyone. GPA, sorry.
I like it. All right, I get it. That's a good point, though.
I mean, everybody wants to blame NIL and legalized gambling. At the end of the day, these college students, we talked about this yesterday, they know that that's the cardinal sin you can't make.
Yeah.
And yet he might get away with it. There's a chance he could get away with it.
Mark Harlan has chimed in on it. Obviously, the Utah AD and chair on the playoff committee for the CFP. As with many around the country, I'm disheartened by the injunction issued today in the Brendan Sorsby matter, which will allow him to compete this fall despite clear violations of NCAA policies and ethical guidelines. We're all committed to supporting student athletes' well-being, but we must also have a definite path forward that preserves the most basic tenets of competitive integrity in our industry. I agree with Harlan here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to blame this on NIL. I mean,
NIL didn't make him place $90,000 worth of bets.
People are saying, though, now these guys have more money and they have discretionary money that they can afford to lose.
He bet 9,000 wagers at $90,000. That averages about to $10 a wager. This guy's just an addict.
Yeah,
he just wants the action.
Juice. Yeah.
He likes the action.
He likes the sweat.
He likes the sweat.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody loses in this Sorsby situation.
Yeah.
There's no... And
if he plays, he becomes the ultimate villain.
Oh, and how do you trust an outcome?
Yeah, I mean, the road stadiums where he plays in the Big 12 are gonna have a field day with the signs, with the chants, it's gonna be a zoo. Every time the Texas Tech goes on the road, it is gonna be a nightmare for him.
Speaking of,
that's if teams will play.
If they will play him,
start him. Yeah,
that's right. Because a couple schools, Front Office Sports reported yesterday that Nebraska and Georgia have already decided to boycott Texas Tech in all sports.
Yeah.
So that's not just football. They just don't want to play them at all anymore.
Yeah, it's a mess. Well, people are doing what they can to help advocate for the NCAA, who has lost all power.
Yeah.
Lost all power.
The only way that they could really reverse the ruling without a judge or something like this, I think, is if a ton of teams in the Big 12 just say, hey, we're not going to play them.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened
Even some
yet.
in the Big 10 have reached out and said, don't play them.
Yeah, that's right.
The Knicks and Spurs, both NBA Finals participants denounced the violent scenes seen in videos across social media yesterday of Knicks and Spurs fans brawling.
It was horrific.
More than 20 people were arrested.
Yeah.
The Knicks called mayor in the New York Police Department party poopers for not letting them throw a big watch party for Game 4. So the people weren't happy, and it spilled in the streets, and it was a mess.
And they lost.
It was ugly.
Makes it bad. So
Pat McAfee, $60 million is the number we're hearing for McAfee. ESPN and their top personality, Pat McAfee,
fellow Mountaineer,
negotiating a new deal that would pay him over $60 million a year.
Wow.
McAfee's making around 30. This would double his current salary.
People love him. You got to keep feeding the beast because his show is the most popular midday show on the network.
And the new deal would also mean more McAfee on the airwaves too. They'll probably start simulcasting that on ESPN Radio. If you're going to pay him $60 million, you're going to put him everywhere.
He's been the best addition to College Game Day.
I love him on that.
And David Pollack and all those guys get ushered off, and they bring in McAfee, and everyone was wondering how it was going to go. He is a great tone setter for that show. Energy guy. It's awesome.
I love him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's without being nobody else is Lee Corso. So with Lee, retiring, you needed a new personality, and McAfee becomes the face of that show. Really.
Yeah. I mean, he's the most he's the biggest personality. He's got the most
The hottest take.
riz, as the kids say. You know, he's got the
geez.
riz. He does.
What's that mean?
You don't know what
Riz?
that means?
Oh,
Is that
boy.
Uh-oh, she knows. Her
I
kids
know.
talk about
I
it.
can't believe you
bet.
just said that.
What is
It's
it like
short
swagger?
for charisma.
Charisma,
it's
yeah,
short for
it's-
charisma.
Oh,
The kids say riz.
well, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I love how
look,
he
likes
messes
it.
with Saban too. It's so funny.
He does.
It's awesome. Yeah, he does. He's got the riz, I guess.
She said it too.
There you go.
I win one.
There you go. The other big headline this week locally, I think it's a big headline. Christian Gibson, 4-star
Yes,
recruit out of
this is
Houston,
big.
Texas.
This is awesome.
Commits to Utah Tech and John Judkins and instantly becomes, I guess, what do you call it? The big man on campus? What's
BMOC.
The BMOC, since we're
Yes.
talking like we're in middle school again.
I know, right?
BMOC.
BMOC, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
The BMOC, Christian Gibson.
That's right.
He'll pair up with Owen Mackey. Still have a couple of roster spots open, but the roster is coming together nicely after a lot of change and a lot of portal movement from last year's. Between graduation and the portal, had to replace. There's only 3 guys back from last year's team: Boston Harker, Dallin Grant, and Preston Vandermeide.
Yeah.
Those 3 are the only 3 returners for John Judkins. So he had a blank canvas to go out and put a whole new squad together, basically.
Yeah.
And none of those guys were starters, and really weren't even. I guess Grant and
Vandermeide did. Like, he
saw
didn't
some
start,
time,
yeah,
but they weren't even by conference play. They weren't really in the rotation.
Rotational players.
No.
Yeah.
They're probably like the 8th and the 9th guys on that bench, I would say.
Foul
I think this
trouble
could
and
be. I think this could be a breakout year for Dallin Grant. Harker was playing before he got hurt and injured for the season, and he took a red shirt.
Yeah.
And so he'll be back for one more red shirt senior season.
I got to say, after last year and the WAC tournament run and the great season, I've kind of been reinvigorated on Utah Tech basketball. It's been awesome
Last
watching the
season was
rise.
fun.
You know, last year was fun for sure. And I hope they can continue to compile on a good year, even though you reset your roster, start from scratch. I mean, hopefully this group that they've assembled can be as
I wish
good
we
or better
could've-
as last year.
I wish we could have kept Trujillo
I
and
did too.
Tanner Davis. And,
Trujillo, the hero.
That's what they say.
Double D.
That's what they
That's
say. That's what they call him.
That's what they call him. They call him. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah, I liked saying that during the broadcast because he did have a couple game winners this year.
did,
where I was able to slip that in on the call, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I think they're going to miss Madiba Owona as well. I mean, that's with the ACL. You knew you maybe had him for one more year, and then he gets hurt, so he didn't really, probably get what he wanted out of another year in portal and put up the stats he wanted because of the injury derailing the season. But I really liked the athleticism of that kid. He reminded me. I thought he had the potential to be like a DeQuan Thompson or a Trevor Hill or some of the great players that were those athletic scoring threes that Juddy's had in past program seasons, I should say. So, all right, those are kind of your top 8 storylines. More on Game 4 tonight in the association. We'll get to some other things when we come back. We're off and running hour 2 on the drive. Glad you're with us here from the Finley Hyundai Studios. Hey, we're back, everybody. Still lots to get to. Paulie's picks on the NBA Finals coming before the end of the show. Also, some of the stars that you can expect to see some big things out of. The World Cup starts tomorrow. We'll get into that before the end of the show. But right now, very special guest, friend of the show, Patrick Manning, the managing partner, Black Desert Resort. Always good to have him live with us in studio, gracing us with his presence. Good morning, Patrick.
Double D, happy to be here.
What's going on? What's the latest and greatest, man?
Well, we're just rocking and rolling, right? We got the PGA Tour coming up, but for the third time here, October 1st through the 4th. There's a lot of stuff happening, actually, though.
Yeah, I saw you guys are doing a cool thing every Friday night, kind of fun for the whole family, or date night, something to do at Black Desert for this Friday and next Friday. I think last week was the first Friday night. You guys did a little Friday night festivity out there at Black Desert. Tell everybody a little bit about that.
Yeah, a concert on the green at Club 73. Marty and Amy were out there. There's a live remote. They'll be out there again this Saturday. Also, but yeah, Friday nights. It's a free concert. Come out and have some fun. 2-acre putting green. I think it's. I don't know if it's the biggest in the country, but it's pretty dang close.
It's big. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, you always hear people, well, there's nothing to do on a Friday night. Well, Black Desert giving you an idea. Now you got something you can put on the radar and head over there, and it's free to drop on by. And
It
Club
is.
73's got some delicious food and drinks they'll serve up, and catch some live music. Marty and Amy, you mentioned that. You guys are in the middle of a huge phrase that pays. We're going to be giving away $25,000, I hear, out there to the 4th of July concert. Russell Dickerson, that's going to be pretty cool. Black Desert getting behind that, and you're going to be there with a big giant check, and somebody's going to walk away with some cash, man.
That'll be a super special night. Not only do we have Russell Dickerson in the house, and we've got a $25,000 check to give out, but I'm super excited because my daughter is singing the national anthem and a couple of other songs while she's out there
Yeah.
at
Nice.
15 years old, blasting it out.
Oh my gosh, I've seen her now perform twice. I saw her at Tuacahn with Thurl Bailey. The duet she did with Thurl was my favorite moment of the night because I love Thurl, and your daughter. She's short and he's so dang tall. It was just cute. And then obviously I saw her and she was awesome at the concert at the
Miles
Grafton,
Jepsen concert.
the Grafton building. Miles Jepsen, she was awesome there, and we talked about that. So Patrick, all the talent in the family. You think Patrick's pretty talented, but his daughter stole a lot of the talent in the family.
That's right. She did. She stole it.
I love it. Tickets are going on sale for, and locals, listen up, June 2nd, they went on sale. So tickets are on sale for the Bank of Utah Championship. Don't let the out-of-towners gobble up all the VIPs and stuff. Make sure you plan ahead and put that on your radar. Tickets are now on sale for that. They've been on sale for about a week now.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I mean, I know it might be a stretch for some people to buy a VIP ticket, but that is legit.
Yeah.
You know, you go into those structures and
Shade.
it's food and beverage, and it's such I mean, I hate to say it, but it's such a social gathering thing as much as it is about golf. And when I invited Marie Osmond out, she's like, I've never watched a game of golf in my life. And now she's hooked on golf.
Now she likes it.
Yeah, now she comes every time and she loves it and watches it on TV. It's kind of crazy.
I love it. I saw that you guys did something really cool. The Utah State Amateur Champion is going to get an exemption to play at Black Desert. That is kind of for us local golfers that are amateur golfers. Yeah. Everybody tries to get in the Utah State Amateur, and we've had some locals from St. George win it on occasion. And we've had some come really close, but that is pretty cool. That's a great partnership.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. We love to keep it local as much as we possibly can, and we've had some local flavor every year. We've had this, and this year won't be any different.
Yeah, I'm excited. I saw that came out, and I was like, that is cool because, of course, the Bank of Utah Championship will be October 1st through the 4th this year. Those are the dates, so you want to mark those down in the memory bank or on your, Franklin Covey or your smarty phone or whatever you're using now to keep track of what you're doing. Paulie has everything in his phone, right, Paulie?
That's right. All of my
Or is it all in the memory bank?
Both.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Yeah. Patrick's got a breaking. We're gonna see how much info we can squeeze out of Patrick here. So he's got something big in the. You always have something big in the works. I feel like. Give us a little tease. I know you can't officially tell us.
Yeah.
Exactly what's going on.
I'm pretty sure that we have a pretty big PR team.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure none of them are on the line right now, so I think I
You
I
can
think I
spill
can
the
at
beans.
least tease. But you saw the PGA, you saw the LPGA, you saw the PPA Greater Zion Cup.
Yeah.
But
and everybody loved the pickleball.
it was a
rave
blast.
reviews. People love that new facility.
It's a blast. I mean, the difference between you're there on the 18th green for a PGA Tour, which is super exciting, but then you've got the quiet signs, right? Versus the PPA, it's the championship, and the music is bumping. I mean, the music's bumping. People are screaming. There's no quiet signs in pickleball. But
it was fun because not only did I get to go out and watch a buddy compete. I've got to watch Ben Johns for a couple matches. By the way, we never got Ben Johns on the show.
Oh, yeah.
He big timed the drive. What happened there?
Yeah, I don't remember. But we do have some
good answer.
We do have some big announcements coming with Ben Johns too. So that's not what I was going to spoil or tease. But I will tell you that in addition to the other professional sports we have at Black Desert, we will be shortly announcing a professional sports franchise coming to Black Desert.
Wow.
And it will be
a professional sports franchise.
So it'll be the home of a professional sports franchise.
So I've got my fingers crossed on a specific one.
So
I won't say, but
I'm guessing you're thinking
it's not the
hockey,
Dallas Mavericks.
or you're thinking lacrosse. I can see Tara's wheels spinning over there, starting to guess.
So I can't tell any more than that, but I will tell you this. When I can
break the news,
when I can break the news, I'll call you and you can have me back in the studio and I'll let your fans know before everybody else knows.
Deal. I get. You got PR people and got to get all your ducks in a row and do a joint announcement. I get it. Now you got me thinking here. I'm just sitting here thinking like, what could it be? What could it be? That old classic rock song is spinning right now. Patrick Manning hanging out with us here. What else is going on at Black Desert Resort? I mean, this is a great time for locals probably to maybe actually not have to wait 2-3 months to get a tee time, I'm sure. It's a little warmer, less people are out golfing.
Tee times are still a little rough, but it's a little bit easier.
It's been a great spring weather-wise.
Yeah, for sure.
For golf.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I it's always hard to make sure that locals know that Black Desert is open to the public.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I've been fighting that for 2 years. People thinking you have to be staying at the resort to go to the restaurants or any of that, and that's just not the case. We're open to the public. We are a resort, not a country club.
Correct.
And but one of the things, I don't know if I've shared it with you guys, but Salt Lake Magazine just recently named Basalt our flagship restaurant. Named it #1 restaurant in the state of Utah.
Wow.
We've only been open a little
Really?
over a year. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That was
That's
fun.
awesome.
that is.
Have you been to Basalt yet, Paulie?
I think I have actually. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you got a new menu downstairs. You changed the menu up. I haven't tried everything on the new menu, but Latitude's got some fresh dishes, right? More
Kind of California, coastal California type of menu.
Yeah. And then, of course, we were over there for some NCAA watch parties. And at the 19th hole, or the 20th hole, I should say.
yeah.
I always forget you have 19 golf holes, so that's the 20th hole. That place is sweet. If you've never been out there, if you're a sports fan and you're like, oh, there's no good sports girls in town, you can go over there and catch the Stanley Cup Finals game. You can go over there and watch the NBA Finals game tonight. Like, that place is sweet.
They've got the simulators and it's fun.
You can actually rent out the simulators and play around a golf while you're watching the NBA Finals if you want to.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. What was crazy is that first inaugural year, a couple of years back, when Matt McCarty won our first PGA tournament there. A friend of mine called me and he said, "Hey, you're not going to believe what Matt McCarty's doing right now." And I said, "What's up?" He said, "He's at the 20th hole, 1 hour after hoisting the trophy, and he's playing Black Desert on the TrackMan simulator."
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
The only difference was probably instead of drinking water on the golf course, he might have been enjoying a celebratory.
He was having a beer.
Yeah. Well, and justifiably so.
Yeah.
I mean, that back nine, even last year, he tore that back nine up. I didn't shoot 29 or 30 on the back nine in one of his rounds when he was making a charge last year. So it's pretty cool to see these winners and see the relationship that's developed. I mean, obviously, fond memories of, and quickly, Matt, it's become one of his favorite, if not favorite course out there because he's won it there.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
And Michael Brennan probably thinks the same thing.
yeah, right, yeah. So, but every time Matt comes, he's been here 4 or 5 times now, both leisure and 2 tournaments. And I always take him out to Pepper's Cantina, which I invited you as well,
Yeah, that was
Devin.
fun.
Yeah, that was super fun.
That was a treat for my son, too.
Matt was on his way into the Masters, and he sent me a picture of his rearview mirror. You see his face, and you see a Pepper shot glass on the dashboard.
Oh, wow.
I love Matt McCarty.
That's awesome.
And one of his buddies, Mason Anderson, is a good friend of a friend of mine. He was there that night, and we got to talk some Seahawks. 'Cause he's a big Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he'll be able to play Black Desert. He couldn't keep his card. It's so tough. I don't think people realize how hard it is to keep your card on the PGA Tour. There's so many good players nowadays.
Yeah, it's very competitive. That's
I go out and shoot 80, and I'm happy with my round, and then I go watch these guys on TV or in a tournament live, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is just another level.
I should just give it up.
Yeah, I should just stick to cornhole or something. I don't know. Something easier.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's an easy sport? Is there an easy sport? What is considered the easiest sport? It can't be hockey.
No.
It's got to be the toughest sport. I can't skate, let alone handle a puck and
That's
skate.
right.
Maybe badminton.
Badminton?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very good at pickleball either. And watching those pros, like, you think everybody can play pickleball, but they're on another.
They're
they're-
crazy.
It's a whole level. Yeah.
When you go to a professional sporting event, I'm always just like, how good these stars are nowadays. You know, especially compared. I'm getting up there now. I'm 47. You think about even in the 80s and the 90s when I'm growing up as a kid. You know, and I'm watching guys like King Griffey Jr. who's kind of my idol as a kid growing up, and now you watch these baseball stars and Griffey's iconic still.
Oh, yeah, still.
Don't get me wrong, but everybody's bigger, faster, stronger than they used to be. I feel like.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Tiger kind of changed it in golf with the fitness routine and the marine training and all the Navy SEAL stuff he was doing. But now he's paying for it with his body. How's Tiger doing, by the way? 12-step recovery program going okay for Eldrick. I see his son on the bag of Miles Russell, and Miles he caddied them into the U.S. Open. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was very cool. So we're still moving quickly forward with Tiger on a few projects, including one down here in southern Utah.
Yeah. What's the latest on that? Is there any update on that? Everything's just kind of moving along nicely behind the scenes?
Yeah, it's moving along.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. There is plans for those of you that wonder what me and Patrick are talking about. Can we talk about this? We can talk about this, right? It's out there. It's out there. It's out there. It's in the works.
Devin.
Right? This is not top secret, is it?
It's definitely not top secret. I don't know if I want to spill the beans on who the golf architects are.
Okay.
Tiger's one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other two are, Black Desert is going to be the Mount Rushmore of golf course architects. So no doubt.
I love it. I love it. Patrick Manning, everybody hanging out with us here on the show. Go check out Club 73. That's right there by the driving range and the gigantic putting green. They got 2 18-hole putting courses there. And then you got the restaurant there and then live music this Friday and next Friday. So the next 2 Fridays, you can go check that out, giving you an idea for a little date night if you want to get out there and check that out. And like Patrick said, if you want to get your hands on some Russell Dickerson tickets, Coney Country's doing a ticket stop on Saturday at Club 73. I think it's Saturday afternoon from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Chance to get
1 to 3.
1 to 3. 1 to 3 o'clock on Saturday. Thank you. Yeah. Where's my PR team keeping me straight with all these times in my head?
I try.
Have you been watching the NBA Finals? Have you been watching the Stanley Cup Finals?
I have not been had time.
No time.
Yeah,
no time. I was going to get a hot take from you on who you like, because both those series are very interesting right now, with the Knicks up 2-1 and now the hockey tied 2-2, and it's a best of 3. We all went down to the game last night at T-Mobile, so I was just curious if you've been taking that in. It's been a great series so far in the finals, both sports. Patrick Manning, everybody. We got to get to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk soccer. Believe it or not, Paulie wants to talk soccer on the drive, right, Paulie?
That's right.
I don't know what we're going to talk about soccer-wise, but how Paulie's going to break down the World Cup. But we're going to attempt to do it. It starts tomorrow. There's basically 2 games a day for like 17 straight days. There's 104 matches coming up in the World Cup, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the stars that will be out, and we'll do that when we come back. Stick with us from the Findlay Hyundai Studios. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive, 8:41 on a Wednesday morning. Good to have Patrick Manning, managing partner of Black Desert, stop by with some of the things going on out there. Go check that out. Devin, Paulie, Tara here in the stretch run on a hump day Wednesday, getting you ready for Game 4. Paulie saved his pick to the bitter end, so we'll get to picks in just a minute. But I did want to kind of give just a quick little preview of the World Cup. The U.S. women's national team played yesterday, and I want to start there, and then we'll get into some of the stars that we could see shine on the men's stage. But 8 red cards in the game. It sounded
like it got wild
versus Brazil yesterday. 8 red cards? 8. Are you kidding me? Holy smokes! So,
and wasn't one of the coaches red carded?
Yeah, multiple members of the Brazil national team earned red cards yesterday. It was a 1-0 loss for Brazil against the U.S. 2 Brazilian players were shown red cards during the game. 2 more were shown red cards after the final whistle. And then Brazil head coach Arthur Elias was given a red card in the second half. He was sent off along with several members of his coaching staff. Wow. After the match, the referees lined up for their usual post-match handshakes, flanked by 2 security officers with plastic shields.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, so the U.S. had to battle its way through a highly physical second half and the final meeting with Brazil during the women's soccer international window to claim the victory and wrap up their 2027 World Cup host country. So this was our women's national team against Brazil. It was the team's first win against Brazil since 1997. So that was a little tune-up. Of course, Women's World Cup not going on at the same time as the men's, but we'll see that in 2027. But so there's that story out there. And then you shift to tomorrow, and the stars to shine. Now, I'm not a diehard soccer guy. Like, I played soccer, but I know who Ronaldo is. I know who Ochoa
Messi
is.
and
The legends: Messi, Salah, Harry Kane, Rodriguez. Some of the guy. Who's the guy? Is it Holland? The big guy that plays, I think, for Norway. Mbappe is a superstar.
Yeah.
Mendes. So I know a handful of players' names.
Right.
Yeah.
I would categorize it like this. You got the legends. Those are the Messis, the Salahs, the Ronaldos. You got the superstars. That's Mbappe and Fernandez and Christian Pulisic. I would consider it a superstar.
Yeah.
The biggest name on the American team. Then you got key players. And then you got the young group of rising stars that are going to be probably making names for themselves on soccer's biggest stage over the next weeks to come. Those are guys like Diamande,
Maldini, Romario.
Yep,
Some of those. Pele. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I don't know. They're the soccer pronunciations from these players from all over the world. Then you got your unsung players. So, but Lionel Messi is the biggest name. He's a forward. He's Argentina. He's, one of the greatest to ever do it, if not the greatest.
Yeah.
He's a legend. David Alaba is a defender from Austria. Neymar, who is a forward for Brazil.
Yeah.
James Rodriguez, who's a forward for Colombia. These are legends. Harry Kane, who's a forward for England. Cristiano Ronaldo, who is with Portugal. Those are your legends of the game.
Right.
But the Mbappes of the world, Kylian Mbappe for France. I mean, these are current superstars, like Florian Wirtz from Germany. He's a midfielder. Erling Haaland for Norway. This guy's a superstar. Christian Pulisic for the United States. And then you get down to your key players. I always find this fascinating that there's only one sport, usually soccer, where you have a lot of players with only one name. There's a guy, the goalkeeper for Brazil, it's just Allison. Like, what's your last name?
It's like Cher.
Yeah.
Or Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Or Shakira.
Or Shakira. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the odds-on favorite to win the World Cup?
Probably France, Spain, or I haven't looked at this. I would England, France, or Spain.
Okay, go with one.
Spain.
Spain is the favorite.
Nice.
Plus 450, France 475, England 750, Portugal 800, Brazil 900, Argentina 900. Then when you go all the way down to the odds for the United States, I'm still trying to find them. I'm scrolling.
Oh my gosh! Are you doing this for emphasis?
6,000 plus 60 to 1.
Yeah,
you had to scroll a long ways.
Yeah,
I think
finding Devin's birthday.
I think
birth year.
I think the bet is just the U.S. to get out of pool play, the group stage.
That is plus 125 for the U.S.
because everybody's just pretty good. Australia's pretty good.
Group winner plus 140.
Paraguay's pretty good, but all those games. I mean, you win two of them and draw another one, you're through.
Yeah,
I think that. I mean. If the U.S. got to the quarters, I think that would be deemed successful.
Yeah.
I would say advancing out of the group would be successful.
Yeah. At 60 to 1 odds.
Because weren't they not even in the last World Cup? I keep remembering that, but that
we
was
have
a
not
thing.
caught the rest of the world when it comes to soccer yet.
No, we emphasize other sports.
Well, think about it. What if LeBron James was our goalie?
But that's what I mean.
What if Jalen Brunson was our midfielder? Just a dog out there, just winning battles.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we have so many guys in. We have so many huge professional sports that are popular: baseball, basketball, hockey. Lacrosse is growing like crazy. Like everywhere else, it's soccer. Soccer is number one. In the U.S., soccer has never been number one. The NFL is ruled supreme.
And in Brazil, they're signing 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
To like they're literally signing them at 12 years old.
That's insane.
is.
be a future player.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, I
Think
mean,
about.
and look, I felt like Northern Utah was always ahead in our youth development and our club teams. I feel like Southern Utah has caught up the last decade.
Yeah.
We're starting to put out a lot of. I mean, Paul, Tara, you guys went to some of the signing days over the last year. How many? We saw so many soccer players sign. A lot of junior college signings.
Right.
And that was the case in baseball too. But that's kind of the route a lot of kids have to take nowadays. Because if you can go there and you get a chance to play right away, you get better. And if you play good, then you get an NIL deal and you get a chance to move on and play at Division I. And it's always been that route that a lot of people have taken for whatever reason. But it's even more so. There's not a lot of high school kids coming in and having an immediate. College basketball this year, the top guys in college hoops was the exception. The Flemings and the was Darius Acuff a freshman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one. I mean, these are going to be top 10 picks in the NBA draft.
Yeah.
Boozer
Certain
was a
guys.
freshman.
Yeah.
DeBonza was a freshman.
Yeah.
This year's college basketball class might have been an exception to the rule where you had some stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
you had some stars coming in, but those are the bona fide, the 5-star top kids. For everybody else, there's a
those
lot
are
of
the blue chips.
A lot of kids got to go to the JUCO route nowadays.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's right. It's just the way the system's set up.
Yeah. How much World Cup will you two watch? I'm curious. Like tomorrow, World Cup, there's 2 games on. Will you watch one of them?
Yeah, I will.
Or will you wait until after the NBA Finals and the NHL Stanley Cup Finals are over before you really
Probably
dive?
do the U.S. games until the finals are over, and then more when the NBA and NHL are over.
Yeah.
And the college baseball, which
But
I'm
you will
clued
watch
into.
World Cup. Like you're not a big
Yeah.
soccer viewing guy, but you do watch the World Cup,
Same
correct?
way some people that don't like hockey watch USA hockey. They just want to root for the U.S. And
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll watch and I'll root for the U.S. So
Yeah. I'll watch the U.S. I'll watch France. I'll watch Brazil.
The big brands, the big names.
Yeah.
You want to
some
watch
of the
Messi.
top teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to watch Mbappe with France.
I like Mbappe.
Who's
So,
the Brazilian guy that's really good? Neymar?
yeah.
I think so.
Is it Neymar?
Yeah,
Neymar.
Neymar.
Yeah, Neymar. Neymar, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's as I said. Soccer is the only sport where tons of dudes have
Yes.
Just one name.
one name.
Cher. Neymar.
Why are you stuck on Cher?
Cher.
I don't know.
Or Madonna's actually releasing a new album. My mom was in New York City like a couple weeks ago. She said she did a pop-up concert and all kinds of stuff. Madonna's like in her, late 60s, early 70s?
One more run. One more run. Need
What a
some-
run
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
on.
Well, she just did a duet with
Somebody.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
It was Sabrina. Yeah.
Yep.
Not a big fan of
At
that
Coachella
song.
or whatever.
Not a big fan of that song. Doesn't. It's not on my playlist. I heard it and I was like, it's okay. It just didn't move me. Didn't make me feel anything. but
It's been a long time for Madonna having a mega hit. So
But the biggest storylines going into the World Cup, this is the first 48-team World Cup, so they expanded from 32 to 48. So you got 12 groups, 4 teams, the top 2 teams from each group, plus the 8 best third-place teams advance to the round of 32. So you're going from 48 down to 32. So that's why I was saying that if you get to the quarters, you're basically the top 16. That would be a huge success for the United States. So the total matches this year increased from 64 to 104 matches through the championship.
Yeah.
So new format, new There's really 3 host nations for this tournament: United States, Mexico, and Canada.
Yep.
So it's the first World Cup ever hosted by 3 countries. Matches are spread across 16 different cities in North America.
Yeah.
SoFi, a lot of the NFL stadiums, in Seattle, in LA, in Boston, New York, a lot of the NFL stadiums are being utilized, and ticket prices are astronomical for these games.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, your get-in price is over $1,000 to go to most of these matches.
And FIFA controls all of that. So even if you want to go and resell your tickets, like on Ticketmaster or StubHub, you still have to go through FIFA, and they still mark it up like 30%. So that raises the prices
It's a
even more.
money
It's
racket,
crazy.
geez.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think people,
That's why there's lawsuits.
I don't think people realize the scale, the magnitude. This is for people across the world. This is like having 104 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I would equate this to over 5 weeks. I mean, cities have to be prepared for millions of people coming into their
Coming in.
cities.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, visitors, fan festivals, the infrastructure, the resources to pull this off. This is a huge.
Yeah.
They've been planning this for. There's been how many Zoom calls to plan this? I mean, you've been on Zooms every day for 2 years straight to plan these 104 matches.
That's
Like, this is a huge.
For how many years? 8 years? When was it announced that the U.S. would
I think
host
6,
it?
7 years ago.
6 or
I can't
7.
remember. Yeah, but the security, the logistics, the fan fests, the extra law enforcement that it takes, the focus areas that you have to have this inside the stadiums and the fan zones, the transportation hubs. I'm sure there's going to be some stupid cyber threats and crap you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
So newcomers, growth for a lot of veterans. This, for Messi, I think is this his 5th World Cup or 6th? I think it might be a 6th, which would be a record. Like, he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is going after his 6th. Guillermo Ochoa, I mentioned Ochoa. He's in the same conversation. So some of these legends that I was starting to talk about, this could be your last chance to see them on the World Cup stage before they retire. And the big question, can the host make a deep run? We'll find out. World Cup. USA plays Friday night against Paraguay. That'll be the first match.
Yeah.
And we found out we had Heidi Wilstead in yesterday. They're doing a 3v3 Goals for Oakley fundraiser at Desert Hills, which is a cool event. Love it for you. We put it on our socials yesterday. If you want to go and look at all that info, they're going to be showing it at Desert Hills while you're playing that 3v3. They got a giant projector that they're bringing in so you don't miss the World Cup while they're raising money for Oakley. Cute little girl.
Yeah.
That's fighting a ton of medical issues. So
That'll be fun.
pretty cool. I wanted to go to a World Cup game. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to take my daughter and go, and then I saw the ticket prices, and I don't have anything on the docket right now. I'm not gonna lie, but if they came down a little bit, maybe I would consider going. I don't even care. I don't even care who I see.
Yeah.
All right. Game 4 tonight. Who you got, Paulie? We've been saving your pick.
Yes.
Everybody wants to know who does prediction Paulie like
the lead
tonight.
up.
Yep.
I'm going Spurs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spurs tie.
Spurs.
Yes.
2-2. I will lean Spurs as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. We out of here.